Hello there, Fishy Duck here. Awesome, man. That's the reaction to my entire first grade class to me when I got on the teacher's nerves for failing a test in 1977, which essentially was the year that Trench Run took place in New Hope. So we're going to go ahead and download the ship. It has Darth Vader's ship, the TIE Advanced, and Luke's X-Wing with a detailed cockpit. I don't think the Vader ship has a detailed cockpit. There is one you can get, though, that has a detailed cockpit. It's a Clone Wars ship, but it's also the TIE Advanced that was in the 1977 movie.
My brother Anakin! I love you!
Standing at my door, I'm going to review the X-Wing slash TIE Fighter Trench Run. I guess you could call it a toy, but it's pretty detailed. I mean, it's not a toy, it's a collector's item as well as a toy, I guess. Pretty expensive toy, I think. So we're going to go from the delivery here to the door. That's where UPS dropped it off. Actually, it wasn't UPS, it was the mail. I ordered it from eBay. We're going to go from that to an in-depth review of the interior, exterior of the crafts and the figures. Okay, I bought this on eBay. It was sold by a seller named ChiliWill86. I had to go look that up. It's kind of hard to find sellers' names on eBay sometimes if they keep signing you out. So it comes in a, I think this is the original box and then the brown wrapper, and it weighed, I'm guessing, probably not even 5 pounds, maybe less. So let's look at the inside of it. Open it up. And I'm going to shut that music up in a minute, but I want to go and open this thing up. Well, that's handy. I'll need a knife to open that. Okay, it's in a brown box, and I bid it for And I don't know what the appraisal value of this is right now. I'm not into appraising things, but I actually ended up, there was no bidders for this item, although I've heard good things about it on YouTube and Amazon, but the one on Amazon is overpriced. So I actually bid $195 and I got it for $190 because nobody was bidding. So he sold it for $190. And it was odd that nobody was bidding for this item. I guess maybe people are more into the upcoming Star Wars movie coming out. I don't know. But this is an item that I've been wanting since last year when I heard about it. I found some X-Wings for Luke Skywalker I wasn't too impressed with. This is the one that I was impressed with from the footage I saw on YouTube places. So, this is a bunch of mundane bullshit. I'm going to go ahead and get this out of the package and then continue the video. So, the item is boxed really well. Now, I got the side off there. That was also covered to protect the main box. I didn't want to show a footage of me tearing papers away for the next 5 minutes. So, now that we've got it out of the box, let's look at the retail box, which is open-faced. And I'm going to open this, but I'm definitely going to save the box. It's got, you know, the diagrams and so forth. And the ship, you know, it points out all the things that it can do. The torpedo bay, and the landing gear, the firing missiles of Darth Vader's ship. And I've got one of these, and I think this is going to be a duplicate. I don't know. I wanted the X-Wing mainly, but hell, there was a squadron of TIE advanced fighters in some of the expanded universe. It's an experimental ship. Darth Vader was the first one. He gets dibs on the best ships. Let's look at the other side of the box. And I'm going to take it in there. This is the hallway, too narrow. Yeah, it's a lot bigger than I thought it would, because in the picture that I saw online, it looked, well, it looks like the ones that I had originally, but the picture doesn't do it justice. This is probably, I wouldn't say 2 foot mud. Well, it's longer than my foot, so it has to be about 18 inches, I'm guessing. Nose to stem to stern, and the wing spread about the same. Vader ship, a little different. It looks similar to mine, but the guns aren't that purple color. They're silver. I haven't looked at the cockpit yet. The guy was kind enough to show me pictures from his angle. He couldn't open the box, and thank goodness he didn't. I'm glad he didn't open the box. I appreciate him showing me pictures so I got an idea. And I knew Darth Vader's cockpit wasn't going to be as spectacular as Luke's anyway, but I bought it because of Luke's ship. And this is Luke's ship. You can get Big's ship, and you can get the other guy's name escapes me. Dax, I believe his name is, and they're the nicest ships there are, and you can get Red 5 and the other one, but I haven't seen any Luke ships I'm too impressed with, except this one. This is the one that was in 1977 along with those two. And this is a Luke ship, and it's got the treatment just like the Biggs, which is a good ship, and I haven't got it yet, but I've heard good things about it too. Since Luke is the wing leader of his flight group, he needs to have a ship that stands up with his wingman. And about 9 months ago, I reviewed this ship, which also has a detailed cockpit. It's the only one that I've had so far, except Luke's, that has a detailed cockpit. This is my old Vader ship. I took it apart because I'm going to clean it out, and it's getting a little dusty. And it, you know, it's not bad, but it doesn't have any yokes. It doesn't have, it's just basically a giant chair, probably because Darth Vader has the way he's dressed, but you can always take his cape off, and I always do when I put him in there. And as you can see, this ship is we've already covered this, but it has a lot of, it looks like a ship, which probably look a fighter ship. Okay, this is the front of the box. I'm going to open canopy here, look in. Obviously this was sold in toy stores. The Luke and the R2-D2 figure, and that's the most detailed R2-D2 figure I've ever come to own, and I haven't got it out of the box yet. And he's got his, this pilot includes his lightsaber, and I'm sure a blaster like the TIE Fighter pilots, and removable helmet, and he's much like my other pilot, X-Wing pilot of Luke with the removable helmet, and I can't remember if that one came with a lightsaber or not. This is the Darth Vader, very nice looking Darth Vader figure, this lightsaber, and some missiles for the, okay, those are the green ones I was talking about, and they're in my other TIE Fighter, for the TIE Fighter, and he's got his gold, or his silver cape medallion, I guess that's what you call that, not the plane where the cape attached, but a medallion, I think, that goes across around his neck, and looks really ornate, which Darth Vader is supposed to look. Exclusive. Now I'm doing a box review simply because I've seen other people do box reviews. I mean, some people's boxes mean a lot to them. I think they're not really that important. They're somewhat important if you're, you know, and I'm definitely going to save this one. So there's a picture of Luke in a dramatic dogfight. TIE Fighter's behind him. That looks better than the movie. And the other side, same thing. And the bottom, big Star Wars sign. I suppose you could post that up behind you in a backdrop if you wanted to make a movie. Okay, let's go and open this sucker. I'm gonna open it from the Vader end because I'm gonna get that ship out first and get it out of the way. Taped in two places. Be sure not to smar the box. Of course, it's going to be damaged, but you know, I accept that. Okay. Yeah, comes off pretty good. Glass is a little foggy, but I'm sure that can be taken care of. Yeah, nice, very nice cockpit. Much like my the quality of detail of my TIE Fighter cockpit is the regular TIE Fighter. It has a targeting computer, has the flight stick, very nice flight stick, very nice LCDs controls, and apparatus is up here and so forth. And there may even be a throttle down here, I don't know, because this isn't an aircraft, it's a dogfighting spacecraft. Now I see the flight computer, I think goes back and slides back. I need a light in here, so let me go get one. Okay, I got the camera on darkness mode. It may start blurring. Let's go ahead and look. Okay, I should have reviewed before I started. Okay, this is close enough to the movie to me, as far as I'm concerned. We never see anyone's hand down on those sections. We see them usually on the joystick or around the controls of the flight. I already see the front of the canopy looking at down the trench. Looks pretty nice. Let's move on to something else. There's the compartment for R2-D2. Now there's something I'm going to point out before we move on to the exterior of the ship is there's these things that go across here. Well, that looks kind of cheap to me, and it goes above too. And I don't know if that was the way it was originally supposed to be in the movie, like it's supposed to be some kind of a support or not. But they put that there, I think, to give it more integrity, or maybe it's just they don't want to mess with taking it off and they get it out of the mold. And so, really, a turbofan, if that's what that is, and it is a turbofan, would just be, you know, there in the front, and there wouldn't be these plastic things here. Of course, they could provide support even on a real turbofan. I've looked at aircraft turbofan. I can't recall if there's anything like that on real turbofans or not. Anyway, this is on the principle of the 747. I guess when it enters the atmosphere of a planet that has combustible air, or the air that will combust the fuel, these vents open and these turbofans start going, and it runs like a jet engine. 747, there's 4 of these, and then in space, of course, that closes up and the rockets run by themselves, some kind of ion fusion affair, I don't know. So let's go ahead and look at the Vader ship, which is going to be more difficult to open, and we'll go ahead and get these out of here and look at the undersides and the exteriors and other features. Okay, so the Vader ship is the cockpit canopy is tacked together with a pretty stout looking cord, so let me get that off. Okay, so if you don't want to damage the box and you want to keep some of the authenticity, they have these little tabs down here. You know, if you want to open your Christmas gift like your grandmother does and not rip the wrapping paper, and well, you will have to tear some tape, but you can take this out of here without tearing the box up and undo these cords up here on the cockpit canopy, and that way you don't have to snap the cords. Okay, so we got in here, this is for the X-Wing, and you don't want to snap those. You want to just untie them and keep them in the box. Probably arrange them exactly how as they were when you remove your ships, and just tie them back the way they were here, and that way you'll remember how they're tied if you ever want to, you know, go to a convention and sell the thing for $1 billion or however much it's going to be by then. Of course, this ship's already been opened. It may not be worth, I mean, it detracts the value, but it's a sentimental thing to me, so it's worth it. And I'll probably get another one for that kind of thing anyway. And, you know, Star Wars may wane in popularity rather than wax, you know, that, who knows. Okay, so I'm sure a lot of unboxing experts know how to remove these things without destroying the boxes or the item inside. But you loosen those flaps underneath, and then you just very gently start pulling in there and hope it's not stuck on with glue, and it should just come right out of there. And then from there, we'll go ahead and look at the canopy. It looks like my old canopy, and if you wanted, you could, you know, put your figure in there and observe him and use him for observation for what company comes over or whatever. So then you got your little shoelace ties under there, and instead of snapping them with a knife, I recommend just undoing them, and they're just sort of wound in here. They're not tied in a slip knot or anything like that, so they should be easy to get out. I want to hold the back of the ship together. This one holds the canopy together so it doesn't pop open during shipment, or you know, for shipping the Toro to the West too. UPS trucks are really give a rough ride sometimes. Okay, so now we're going to take the plastic things here that hold the wings on here and keep them from flopping around, because they get floppy. At least my other ship did get floppy. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to avoid breaking these strings or not. I think I can probably just slip it off of there without breaking them. Like a guitar string, just go in there like that. Cool. Okay. And back in these little, come on, Mr. Camera, back in these little grooves here, there's another area where it holds it secure, and something is holding that together. So let's go this way, and we'll remove that, and they should, if not, the wings are detachable, they should hopefully. Okay, so that's probably the cannon's holding it in there. So I'm going to go ahead and take the camera off again and try to figure this out without trying to get too much damage done.